Hello. The previous videos received such overwhelming response that I'm so encouraged to make one more for you. Today I'm going to introduce you to the basic questions that you're likely to face when you go for a job interview. These questions are going to be of utmost importance to you. Though they may sound cliched at times, they may sound over repetitive. But it makes sense for you to work on these questions in a very conscious way. These questions need special attention, and you may think that just telling your name, telling about your place, telling about your academic achievements and all that can be a very easy thing, but it is not. It is not in the sense that you have to devise the right accent, you have to devise the right attitude, and most importantly, devise the right pronunciation to spell those words. This corporate world is all about communication. When the two of you are sitting across the table, remember the communication starts right from the time you seat yourself till the time you finally leave your seat. Apart from the salutation part is very important. Your body posture, your gait, the way you conduct yourself in the chair, and the comfortability level that you show before the interviewer goes a long way in deciding that tick that he is going to put against your name. Therefore, this is a very simple suggestion to you. Do prepare yourself, do practice before the mirror, and do make sure that you use the right kind of body language, you express the right kind of body language before seating yourself before the interviewer. Do make sure that you are very comfortable. A little of jitter, a little of nervousness is understood, especially if it is your first job interview. But slowly and gradually, you can see that if you keep practicing during your college time, if you keep rehearsing, do mock interviews with your teachers, you can do it yourself also before the mirror at times, though it may sound a little ridiculous, but it does work, trust me. Take my word. It actually works if you do it before the mirror. So, nothing very unusual to feel nervous about, for the simple reason is that this is your first job interview and even the interviewer is quite aware of this fact. So go easy, go very easy, very comfortable, wipe those beads of perspiration off your head and wear a nice smile, and it is your attitude that is actually going to decide your altitude. Yes. So please be very, very confident when you are doing it. I'll tell you the first and the easiest question that you can think of that can be asked is about introduce yourself. Introduce yourself is one thing that is going to be asked in so many ways. Like you could be asked, you could be told, speak something about yourself, or could you please introduce yourself? Tell me something about yourself. The sentence can be framed in whichever way possible, but the ultimate answer is going to be the same. That is, you're going to tell your name. Now you'll say your name is already there on the resume. That's true. But the interviewer wants you to speak it up yourself because he is actually going to test, because he's going to hire you. He's going to invest money on you. See, obviously, he has to be or she has to be absolutely doubly sure about that, the fact that they are hiring the right person, the person who has the right skill to do the job that they are looking for. So here goes the first question. What is your name? The most erroneous way in which you could introduce yourself is myself, Dr. Al-Kajha. No, no, no. That doesn't work at all. This is a major error that you could be committing. Do not ever speak this line, myself. I don't know from where exactly this idea of introducing might have started, but it's a complete no-no to the introduction. Go very plain and very simple. Instead of getting in for a complex sentence, go for a simple sentence. I am, whatever your name is, or my name is. Don't launch yourself as though you were an anchor and say, here is. No way, no way. I did come across some children asking whether I should introduce myself like, here is. No, no, not for a job interview. You could possibly be trying it when you are anchoring a program, when you are flaunting yourself on stage, but definitely not before an interview board. You are not going to you're not going to use that expression, here is. Is that all right? I am. Be modest. Sound humble. Later on, when you get into the job, it is the work that is going to speak. But right now, it is your attitude that is going to speak here. So, my name is XYZ, whatever your name is. Like I am. Over here, you can see I am Dr. Al-Kajha, and I'm simply wanting to help you with these finer nuances of facing an interview, especially when you are facing it for the first time. Whether it is a campus recruitment or you're going for a job for the first time, you have applied for a job. The second important thing is either the interviewer could be asking, or possibly you could go along with that. The same name is in the same flow. You could say where exactly you hail from. Mark my word. Suddenly don't get perplexed over the fact as to what is hail. You hail from means you belong to a place, your native place. It could be anything where you hail from. Like I hail from Patna, so I'll be saying I hail from, I belong to Patna, I'm a resident of Patna. So you can say, so be very honest in saying wherever it is, even if it has a rural background, even if it is a remote area, please make sure that you say where you hail from. Is that all right? There's nothing to feel bad about or nothing to feel embarrassed about. Nothing, absolutely not. During my sessions, kids have asked me, children have asked me, boys and girls have asked me, ma'am, what to do if my village is not known? I said, not known? The village has a name and it has a geographical location, and that's what makes the village an important place. Or whether it is a town, or it is a subdivisional headquarter, or if it is a block headquarter, whatever it is, there are so many descriptions that you can give about a place. How far the place is from the district headquarter, or how far it is from the state capital. The interviewer could be a little more inquisitive and ask you, what is the mode of conveyance you use, or how do people, what are the different means of transport available. So I suggest that you should have a very comprehensive knowledge about the place you hail from. Your place, whether it is a village or a town or whatever it is, you must know if there is a historical background to it. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Know the history of the place. You should know the geography of the place. You should know the economy of the place. Isn't it how many people, what is the major source of livelihood, if it is agriculturally a rich and prosperous place, which crop is the most important crop of the area. So don't ever say there need not be a Qutub Minar and there need not be a Taj Mahal for a place to be important. Yes, trust me. And isn't it the fact that you belong to the place makes the place very important? Yes, I mean it very seriously. So take pride in speaking about your place. But one thing is very, very important, refrain from exaggerating. Do not indulge in exaggerations. Be very honest. I always insist that children should be honest. Candidates should be very honest when it comes to where they hail from, where they finished their schooling from, whether it was a Hindi medium school or was it a state board or whatever. Be very honest and very plain and very simple. And as I said, be very humble. Humility is one virtue that is acclaimed the world over. So do talk about your skills in the later part. In the next videos, I will possibly be talking about the different things that you should be. But this is one thing, when you're introducing yourself, you must always be very honest. Number one, must always be very clear with your name. Be very clear with your pronunciation. Be very natural with your accent. Don't put on a very fake accent kind of a thing. Don't do that, because you won't be able to go with it very long. Talk nicely, talk gently, and let the other person know that hiring you should be a matter of pride for the organization. In my subsequent videos, we'll be talking about more viable questions during the interview skills. But I suggest that prepare yourself well for the interview, and the first thing that you do is prepare a good introduction for yourself. And don't go blah 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 with your introduction. Go very comfortable, very cool, and very confident with your introduction. Wishing you all the joys of happy learning, number one. And number two, happy preparation also. May you do very well in anything that you make an effort to achieve in all your endeavors. May you be blessed with the best of things and best of achievements. God bless you, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.